Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to dive into one of the most important topic for anyone who is recovering from narcissistic abuse, which is how to break free from trauma bonding. This is a part 1 of a multi-part series, and I'm going to talk about the first step that the victims need to take to break free from the trauma bond from the narcissist, which is regulating your nervous system. Make sure you watch till the end because understanding this step is the foundation of your healing journey. But first, you need to understand what is trauma bond. Trauma bond is not love, it is a chemical addiction created by the narcissist through the cycle of love bombing, devaluation, and discarding. Your nervous system gets trapped in this loop of pain and comfort, and that loop tricks you into believing that you are in love with the narcissist, which is you are actually not. And that is why breaking free from trauma bond feels almost impossible until you understand what is happening inside your own brain and how your nervous system works. So the first step to breaking free from trauma bond is to learn how your nervous system works. When you are with a narcissist, your brain goes through extreme highs and lows. During the love bombing phase, your brain floods with dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, and endorphins, the feel-good hormones. And when they suddenly devalue or discard you, your brain releases cortisol and adrenaline. That all these are the stress hormone. So this roller coaster is not normal for any human, and no human is designed to handle this kind of extreme repeatedly. And over time, this causes chronic anxiety, memory loss, learning difficulties, a distorted sense of self, and an overactive fight or flight response. If the narcissist is a parent or a family member, this impact can be even more severe and long-lasting for the victim. So, because the narcissist has been regulating your nervous system for so long, you feel like you miss them or love them, but in reality, it's your body craving the good hormones after you being devalued or discarded. That is why regulating your nervous system is very important and the first step towards freedom from the narcissist. Research shows that it takes about 8 months to rewire your nervous system and build new neural pathways. But for victims of narcissistic abuse, in the early stage of healing, it can even take longer for them. But the good news is, once you start the process of healing your nervous system and stay consistent, your brain will heal, and so is your nervous system. So the first step the victims can take to heal their nervous system is to create a safe space for themselves. You can never feel safe around a narcissist. Their unpredictable behavior keeps your nervous system on high alert all the time. So your first practical step is to identify and create a safe space for yourself, even if it is temporary. This could be your room, your friend's place, a quiet corner in your house, a park, or any space where the narcissist can reach you for a certain amount of time. If you're financially dependent on your parents or too young to leave your home, this becomes more hard for you. But remember, it is a very important step in the healing process. So even if you can't leave, you need to find a place in your own home where you can feel safe and be yourself and by yourself. A few minutes every day in a safe place help your nervous system calm down and reduces anxiety. While you do this, limit communication with the narcissist. Talk only when absolutely necessary and nothing else. The second step is to learn to say no. Victims of narcissistic abuse often becomes people pleaser. They say yes to everything out of fear of being rejected, discarded or punished. This is a coping mechanism, but it also destroys their boundary and drains their energy. Learning to say no is essential for regulating your emotion. So, the victims need to learn to say no. The first few times will feel uncomfortable, but this discomfort is a sign that you are breaking your old patterns and healing your nervous system. And the third step is set and enforce clear boundaries. You cannot regulate your nervous system if the narcissist still controls your emotion. And this happens through constant boundary violation by the narcissist. So set clear boundaries and make it very clear to the narcissist what they are allowed to do, what they are not allowed to do to you, what topics are off limit to them, how you expect to be treated by the narcissist, and when they cross a boundary, and trust me, they will respond and retaliate immediately. You do not have to be rude or aggressive, just confront them for their behavior. Your boundaries are your emotional armor, so don't let the narcissist violate it again and again. The step 4 is to accept your reality. You need to accept truth. This is the hardest part, but you need to accept the truth that you are in a toxic relationship, that whatever you're feeling is not love, that you're being manipulated by the narcissist, and that you need to leave the narcissist emotionally and physically. The love you feel is simply your nervous system reacting to the trauma and the cycle of love bombing and discarding. It is not romantic, it is just chemical, making you feel that you're in love. Real love feels calm and secure. It does not rely on drama, unpredictability and chaos. So you are not in love with the narcissist. Thus, to sum it up, you need to understand what trauma bonding is, set clear boundaries, create a safe space for yourself. You need to learn to say no, and you need to accept the truth and reality that you are in an abusive relationship with the narcissist. And when you do all this, you begin to break the cycle of pain and comfort of the trauma bond. You will be able to see the red flags in the relationship more clearly, which is the passive aggressive behavior of the narcissist, the guilt tripping from time to time, emotional roller coaster that you feel whenever you're in relationship with the narcissist, doubting yourself out after every argument with the narcissist, and tolerating behaviors that you would never tolerate from anyone else. When you can recognize these patterns, you start to weaken the trauma bond and you start to heal your nervous system. Trauma bond feels like real love because it releases the same chemical when you are in real love, but in reality it is not real love. Real love is built on trust, respect and consistency. Healing your nervous system is the first and most important step to break free from the trauma bond. So remember, trust your instinct, know who you're dealing with, accept the truth that you're dealing with a narcissist, create a safe space for yourself, stop giving the narcissist access to your emotion, and take control of your emotional world. You deserve peace, you deserve safety, and you deserve real love. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Like and subscribe, and stay strong, stay aware, and spread awareness about narcissistic personality disorder.